With hundreds of millions of dollars being ploughed into the LA property market every year, it's also boom time for designers, landscapers and a whole raft of people, helping celebrities settle ever more into their lives of luxury. And the more unique the service, the more indispensable you are to those that matter. Everybody loves Christmas. It's time to forget about work for a couple of weeks and celebrate the season with friends and family. But not this man. For Bob Pranga, this is the busiest and most lucrative time of the year, because Bob's alter ego is Dr. Christmas. And he provides one of the most unique and sought-after services in Hollywood.
This is what Candace's wreath looked like last year, didn't it? Scissors! You are so fired.
Dr. Christmas will come round your house and do all your Christmas decorating for you. You don't have to lift a finger. Of course, this sort of service comes at a price, but the rich and famous are queuing up.
Oh my gosh.
We will do everything you want. The Christmas trees, the mantelpieces, hanging garlands on the stairway, hanging wreaths in the windows. We also do exterior lighting, and the best part about it is that we come back and take it all down, put it away in inventory for you for the next year.
Okay, anything else, or is that it?
2 carolers, Baby Jesus, Mary, and Joe. Got it?
Joe, you're on a short name basis with him now?
They're my
Nicknames,
friends.
Joe.
All right.
Okay, cool.
I don't think anybody ever wakes up and decides that they're going to go out and decorate Christmas trees for a living, but I do. And it became a job, and it became a career, and so now I think about decorating Christmas trees almost every day of the year.
I love it. You just left Jesus on the shelf, as usual.
I got the heads, you get everything else. My client list is really eclectic. They range from Bob Hope and Debbie Reynolds all the way down to Shaquille O'Neal, Andy Garcia, Candice Bergen, Terry Garr.
Fabulous decorations are all very well if you can afford them, but how does he feel about catering only to those at the top of the tree? I went to meet him on one of his shopping trips.
Here she comes. Hi, Bob. Nice
Hey,
to meet
Nikki.
you, Nikki.
Nice to
Hi,
meet
Debbie.
you.
Nikki, good to meet you. You all set?
Yep, ready
So
to go?
kids, ready to go shopping?
Always
Let's
ready to go shopping.
So what do you think?
My goodness. Wall-to-wall Christmas. I have never seen anything like this. So when you're designing Christmas for someone's home, where... Oh, she says breaking...
Careful, you just bought that.
That's probably $200. Where do you start?
If you called me to your house, we'd sit down and get an idea of, like, is it for your home? Is it for your family? Is it for a party? Are you just doing to show off? You know?
Are people that honest?
People are generally really honest, because
Yeah,
I
I
ask
like
all
that.
these questions. They always want to know, like, well, what did so-and-so down the street spend? And I go, well, you know what? How much do you have? You know, kind of thing. And
It's
really
that
kind of,
competitive.
a lot of homes are.
I mean, Bob, they're very striking, but if you had these in a UK house, they would be deemed as being so over the top. I mean, is this a very LA thing?
It's not an LA thing. Actually, what it is it's a very American in the sense, because, you know, in America, everything is bigger than the rest of the world, and we like everything a little bit flashier.
But it was here in LA where Bob was really in demand.
Giving you the snow. I'll carry the snow. Get this. This is good stuff right here. Yeah, it's just big square. Okay.
So just how much are the Hollywood elite prepared to pay?
Christmas really has no ceiling, so it can range from $2,500 US up to $50,000 to $60,000. I've had clients that went all the way up to $100,000. It really depends on where you want to keep your limit. Okay. I get a little upset with people when they say, well, you're in Hollywood and Hollywood's not the real world, and that you buy into this industry and then these people think they're better than other people because they pay you to do it. But it's not the truth. It's just, yes, they created something in their life and they created the means to do it. And anybody who wants to do something bad enough will find a way to do it.
Thank you so much for spending the nighttime with us.
TV and radio host Lisa Gibbons gets Bob Brown to her Hollywood mansion every year.
I guess you could say it's kind of a Hollywood LA thing. And it's one thing to say, yes, it's the Hiltons, they can afford whatever, or it's this celebrity or that star. But who wouldn't want to have, you know, an elf come in and help you with your holiday?
Could you give me one, like, real tiny star?
My poor battered League of Elves. You know, I require a lot out of them. We have roughly 21 days to get up over 100 Christmas trees. And when we go to take everything down, we roughly have 6 days to take down 3 to 4 weeks worth of work. Any elf that comes to me right at the very beginning and wants to work for me and says, I just love Christmas. And I go, well, you may want to think about that before you come to work with me because I don't want to ruin that for you.
But after this frantic period of activity, what exactly does he do for the rest of the year? Does he just sit on a beach counting his money?
The month of January now becomes the new trade shows. So the minute Christmas is over, next year has already begun.
Ready to be wowed. Oh, wow. Oh, it looks great. This is perfect. Oh my gosh. Look what you did.
There was no doubting that the end result was spectacular. But when you've even got someone to put up your Christmas decorations, will the Hollywood A-list slightly losing touch with reality?
When you start to rely on people a lot, you tend to forget. And when you get out of the habit of doing things, you tend not to think about them. It's not that you become, unintelligent or stupid. It's just that out of sight, out of mind.
Bob provides a service that might seem out of place in Britain. But you know what? If you had the money, who'd honestly say they wouldn't use him?
My whole point in creating this business was to make Christmas a much more enjoyable experience so people wouldn't get caught up in all of the trappings and the tension and the stress. And so by hiring me, I do all the hard work and they come back into a, quote-unquote movie set. They sit down, have their hot cocoa and go, wow, instant Christmas.
With the feeding frenzy that goes on around the Beverly Hills and West LA property market, it's easy to forget some of the other areas that feature in the city's most desirable zip codes. In the shadow of Paramount Studios, one exclusive area is doing extremely brisk business.